Hello, 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 hello. Is anybody here? All right. Where's my phone? Got my phone. Where's my phone? Leave it downstairs. What's up, man? I need to find my phone. Yeah. Coming up. Thanks for calling. It was downstairs. I found it, man. Right here. Oh, now my camera doesn't want to focus on me. There you go. Oh, boy. Let me start just live on Instagram. Live. Go live. Start. Fantastic. How's it going, brother? Ana Cláudia. Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing working? Probably not. Settings, audio. Why is this guy's not showing? Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Guys, if you are on Instagram now, the live today is on YouTube. Guys, live tonight is on YouTube. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. Hop over there. I already started your live there. I'm waiting for you over there, okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Cool. How are you? How have you been? For my folks who are on Instagram, please hop off to YouTube. I'm waiting for you over there. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. Our lives are now on YouTube. I made it. Almost on time. Almost. How are you guys? You guys doing all right? You look good. I know. Thanks, babe. Voice is Sandy sound. First time I see you with this shirt, I love it. Oh yeah, that's my Ferrari shirt. This was bought in Europe, so right at the Ferrari shot. Dona Wanda, on YouTube, Dona Wanda. Hello, Dona Wanda. Hello. No YouTube. YouTube. How are you guys doing? You guys doing all right? We can hear. Good. I'm glad everybody can hear. Tonight we're going to talk about posing. Doesn't sound right. I'm going to pop this microphone here. See if the sound is coming from this one. Did you hear the boom, 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 boom there or not? Hey, Conley? Yep. Okay, so this is the right mic then. Thanks for coming over. Conline Ordonez? Ordonez. That's a familiar last name. Who do I know that's Ordonez? I need to move my glass up. There, I've got my ring lights over here. All right, all right. How are you guys doing tonight? I think I scared some people away from my live last night, didn't I? Caroline. Who is Caroline, Dunny? You gotta stop saying people's names. Just say Caroline. I need to figure out who Caroline is. All right, all right, all right. So, and Claudia, Jeff. If you got here now, please let me know if you're here, so I can. I know how many people here because I don't see the number of people here. So comment here that you just got here, then we can get started. Oh, is that you? Caroline, Conline, I don't know. I barely can keep track of one name. Now you guys have two. Yeah, I will never figured it out. I think it's Caroline. Marcio, what's up, my man? Very good. Good to see you guys here. Good to see you. Very good, very good, very good. What is up? Daniel, thanks. Trying to be incognito. Oh, you're hiding from somebody, aren't you? You're hiding from the police? Hope not. All right, all right, all right. We're supposed to be talking about Rachel. We are on YouTube tonight. Rachel, how are you? So hop over YouTube, youtube.com/Clay Souza Official. Let's talk about posing over there. youtube.com/Clay Souza Official. I just hop there. I'm going to put a comment here. Live on YouTube. Thank you. youtube.com. I'm just put a note on Instagram. Anthony, Gabriel, YouTube, guys. Lives are on YouTube now. Hop over there, okay? I have already started over there. If you are on Instagram, hop over YouTube. youtube.com/Clay Souza Official. /Clay Souza Official. I'm going to post it. And I'm going to pin it. All right. If you are on Instagram, hop over YouTube and let me know when you get here. Nice. Yeah, that's where the last name, I know this last name from somewhere. It's from Shorter Fast. Very good. He's going to, is he teaching, Caroline, he's teaching 3 classes there? How many classes he's teaching this year? Anthony, welcome, my man. Welcome. Party and teach us Shorter Fast. Yes. Gabriel, make the move over to YouTube, brother. youtube.com/Clay Souza Official. Let's go. Let's do this. Rachel, how are you? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Rachel, you're coming to Shorter Fast, right? This is my Shorter Fast crew, folks. Rachel, you coming to Shorter Fast this year? Yeah, we're just about to see each other in April. Good vibes. Yeah. It's going to be fun. We're going to see a lot of people in Shorter Fast this year that I haven't seen in some time. This is what, my 6th year as Shorter Fast? And there's a bunch of people who haven't been coming, but they decide to come this year back again. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a big reunion. I'm really, really excited. Besides, I will be speaking at Shutter Fest this year. So, big deal. Big deal. I'm going to be teaching 3 classes. One is on posing, another one is on how to do bridal shows, and the third one is business, a class on business. So, yes. I unfortunately, we still don't have the schedule, right? I still don't know what time my class are going to be. But pretty soon they should be releasing something. Yeah. Good people. The Ordones are good people. Yeah. Should take some other classes. Yeah. All right. Let's get going. 8:20. Let's get going. Welcome, everybody. So tonight we're going to talk about posing couples. What to do, what not to do. I'm going to share images. We're going to do a lot of stuff here on YouTube tonight. So I'm Clay Souza. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And you watch 808 with Clay, where we go live every Monday and Wednesday at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about photography. Most of the time, we talk about lighting, composition, and posing. But we also sometimes talk about business of photography. Sometimes I go photo shoots live here for you. And it's all about photography education, free photography education to get your photos better. And this is what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're talking about posing. We're talking about posing couples. So enjoy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for being here every week in and week out with me here, supporting our work. And as you know, we just opened up our first online class that talks about the three pillars to. It's called Beyond Ordinary. So the 3 pillars to amazing and desirable photography. The course is live right now, and it's tonight at 12 p.m. The price goes back to regular price. The promotional price now is 50% off. It's $497. You get the whole training. You get the bonus class that inside the training, and you also, if you take advantage of that special, a super bonus is 1 hour with me to talk about IPS, in-person sales. So if you are interested in signing up, I'm going to put the link right here. Hey, Mark, it is claysouzaofficial.com/beyond ordinary. Let me just put HTTPS in front of it. So if you want to take advantage of the special is running until tonight, 11:59. Tomorrow, the price goes back to $997, which is the regular price. And again, you get 50% discount. You get all the classes, all the bonus classes that are inside the course already, all recorded for you. And you also get 1 extra hour with me to talk about in-person sales. I'm going to teach you everything that I do to be successful with in-person sales. So take advantage of that special because you are running out of time. There you go. So tonight we're going to talk about posing. We talk about posing couples. Let's start with the principles of posing couples. When you are posing couples, there are a few things that you need to be aware of. Number 1 is connection. You always want to create connections when you pose couples. And there are 2 ways of creating connections. Connections created by closeness, and connections is created by touching. So the more they touch, the closer they are to each other, the more connection you are showing. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show a bunch of images, and we're going to talk about those images. And if you guys have questions, please write the questions. Okay. Let's start with, let me see here. Hold on a second. How am I going to do this? Share. Oh, share my screen. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. Let me see which one. I'm going to share. I'm open this thing in Photoshop because then I can draw on the picture. All right. So let me do this. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are seeing my Photoshop screen, right? Is that right? Can you guys see it? Oh, where are my other? Oh, there you go. There you go. I want to start with this one, not this one. It's this couple, but these ones. All right, cool. Can you guys see my screen? Let me know here in the comments if you can see the Photoshop screen. You should be seeing a Photoshop screen with a couple looking at each other. Let me know. We can start. All right, cool. So you can see my screen. So this was an engagement session that we did at Duke University campus. That's why we shot this. This is Molly and Bobby. The wedding was this in 2021. Wedding's been shot already. We did everything. So file closed. So like I said, every time you pose in couples, you want to show connection, right? And connection, interaction, it's really not that complicated. It all depends on how you talk to people. So let me look at my Instagram here. Guys, I'm on YouTube. Head to YouTube over there, guys. We're talking about posing couples, and I am sharing images on YouTube. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official, just like he on this pinned comment there. Please head over there. When you get over there, let me know you got over there, okay? Because there I'm sharing images. I'm going to talk about the image there. From now on, all the lives are on YouTube, okay? So, like I said before, we're talking about posing couples, and posing couples, you always want to show connection, always closeness and touching, right? So you look at this picture here, it's very, I lost my, oh, okay, there we go. It's very natural, you see. They are, looking at each other, smiling, and this is what you want actually when you pose in couples. You really want to create something that looks natural. It doesn't look guided by you. Okay. Hey, if you are on Instagram, hop over YouTube. That's why we are sharing images and talking about those images. Okay. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. Please hop over there. Talk to me. Move the mic. Do you understand me to move the mic? Is it too loud? Muffled?
Yeah, it's okay.
If it's muffled, if I move it, it's going to be even more muffled, right? Is it get better now? Okay, let me know if it got better. Sorry guys, about this sound. I don't know what's happening. So, so we can see they looking at each other, they're smiling, but this image didn't start here. This is not me saying, hey, look at each other and give them a smile. You're never going to get anything that looks natural that way, right? So I knew this guy, so I knew them because they came for consultations, and so we talked to them. He is actually an extremely funny guy. So I used his laid back way to get her to smile to him because she has big and beautiful smile. This picture that you're seeing here right now, it started over here. That's how it started. Right? See what I'm saying there? That's how this picture started. Okay? So I start playing, I pose them, I measure the light. At that point, when I'm measuring the light, I'm not concerned about pose, I'm not concerned about anything. I just set them on the bench, set him behind her, and said, Just hang tight there. I'm going to measure my light, and then we're going to get started. So once I had my light measure, I start shooting 1, 2, 3 frames and stuff. And suddenly I look at them and said, "You guys are too serious. I know you guys are more fun." Bobby, and I asked him, like, "Bobby, stick your finger in her ear." And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly the picture they're seeing right now. But the one that they really want is this one here. It's after the fact. After the fact, right? So here, what we're doing, we're really shooting through the moment, right? We deliver this picture to her too, but the one that we really want is this one here. So every time, this is another tip, guys, every time you have some type of interaction with that they have some kind of interaction, you always looking for either the moments before or the moments after that interaction. That's usually when you get the natural smiles, the natural expressions. I mean, when you look at that picture there, it doesn't really, it's not posed. It's right there. I just prompted him to do that for me, and then this is what we get out of it. Okay, so every time you pose in couples, try to understand the couple's personality, how they are together. Some couples are really, they don't relax in front of the camera. That means that you probably have to pose throughout the whole shoot. But if it's a laid back couple, if they get along well together, you don't have to be directing all the time. You just prompt them to do something and wait for the reaction. For that, you need to have your camera right in your face all the time. No chimping, because the moment you chimp, you look at the camera, that moment happens and you miss it. So that's one of the things that I do the most when I get couples who get along together. This is pretty much how it goes. I usually start posing to get them warmed up to me, to them to understand what's happening, and then little by little, I give them more room. I ask them to do the thing, or I ask them to start with something that I know is going to be funny, and then I'm shooting through the moment and also shooting right after the moment. All right. I mean, I think it's a very nice picture. It's very natural. And what do you guys think? You think that looks natural, looks posed? Give me your feedback here. Let me see what you guys think. In my opinion, it's very natural, and I'm not really even concerned about a whole lot of the way I compose it. I put them in the center with the bushes around them. She's wearing a dress. I was concerned that she was going to get a little bit worried about some parts showing or things like that. So that's why I framed her like kind of behind the bush to give her some so she would be like peace of mind and not really worried about the dress, and then none of that. So yeah. Cool. Candid picture, right? So this one came out of this. So let's look at this next one of them. Oh, there's one thing I want to show you also. Oh, where is it? Let me pull that image. Like, hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Let me pull engagement. Bobby, Molly. I forgot to show you assessed. Because I want to show you something that's really not posing. It's more of taking advantage of the entire scene. Like I talk about in the webinar. If you were in the webinar, you saw me talking about it, right? You get to a scene, and what you do, you walk around and see what's around you. So that way you take advantage of the scene as much as you can. So this is the same bench I was shooting from. This image here that you're seeing right here. This image was shot from where are my shapes? Where are my shapes? Custom shapes. All right. Oh man, I don't have my things. So this image here was shot. The first image I was showing you. I need to find a triangle here. Hold on. All right. This image over here that I was showing you before, right? This one over here was shot from this angle. I was over here shooting this image, right? I was over here shooting on that angle. Okay. Then I just walked around. And shot through another angle, same position, same everything. I didn't change anything. I just moved my light, lit them, and shot that way. So what does that mean? That means that now I'm getting a totally different angle. You can see that's a totally different picture from the other one, but on the same location. So I don't have to go location hopping all over and to get different images, right? So as you can see here in this image right now, I'm shooting the same location just through a different angle, because when I got there, I stopped. I did a 360 degrees around me, like I showed you how I do on the webinar. I showed you the 360, and I identified there were 3 different shooting spots that I could get there with a different background. Looks like a completely different image. If you put them side by side together, looks like a completely different image, but it's the same location, same everything. We're just changing angles. We're just moving around. Okay. Hey Manny, we are on YouTube tonight. Okay, so youtube.com/ClaySouzaOfficial. That's where I'm showing all the images and making comments to the images. All right, so hop over there if you want to. youtube.com/ClaySouzaOfficial. The address is over here on the pinned comment. All right, so all right, so Jeff says more of the environmental image than the first one. Exactly. So we're showing a little bit more on the environment. We're showing different angles, different zoom levels, right? So I'm zoomed in, a little bit out, but we're showing different images. And this is what it is. We need to get out of our minds that everything needs to be close together. No, nobody are going to buy a picture, a 24 by 36, a 30 by 40, a 40 by 50 of their damn face and put on the wall. I'm not going to say nobody, because some people do that, but very few people will. So you need to be thinking about the sale. Every time you're shooting, you should be thinking about the sale. And when I talk about the sale, I'm talking about big images. I'm not talking about 8 by 10s, 8 by 12s. I'm talking about 24 by 36 or bigger. Okay, and this is what I do, right? So now I want to talk about this sequence here, which is the same thing. Let me put this in order right here. So we started here with this one, right? So what's happening here? I'm using the steps here as what? Leading lines into them, right? These are leading lines into them. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm using the steps as leading lines into them. I'm using the 3 here and here to frame them. You see how they're framed inside under that 3 there? This is not coincidental. This is all thought out when I'm shooting this image. I'm looking at these elements and saying, okay, I have some framing component and I have some leading lines that I can use. So why not, right? So this is how we started. A little bit awkward, kind of, I don't know. And then I kept pushing them and say, okay, stay a little bit off. No, give a smile. And getting there, I got a closer shot of them. And then we start showing from the same location. Boom, there is the one, right? We still have our leading lines. Still have our leading lines here, right? We still have the framing going on. Same thing, just like the other one. right? Same location, same lighting settings, same everything. If the ambient light never changed, I don't need to touch my camera and change my settings. So I'm just getting more and more better images, more and more, right? So that is the picture that I think would be from the sequence. That would be the one that would be the nicest one of the picture. And then, as long as they are there, what we do, we close up on them. Now we're showing more of them, right? So we're showing them totally different. One thing that I want you guys to observe is this. Look at the bokeh around here, this image behind them, and look at the bokeh over here. You see how much different it is? Because here now I'm not shooting at 200. All I did was to zoom it in at 200 and shoot that frame, right? So we're putting them together. Talk to me, Daniel. What up? Okay, so we shot this together. We put them together. They look at me. So the same thing, pretty much almost the same thing they have there, right? Same thing. The only thing that I asked her to do, because I didn't like the way he put his head, he folded her head here. And in this one, as I knew it was going to be close, I fixed that. So right here, you can see it right here. So he's not folding her head like he's doing here. I kind of didn't like that. So I fixed it and shot closer. And also Ben just came out here to remind me that so another thing is that this was getting darker at that point. And what we did, we put a flash. Dan is holding a flash here, camera right, pointing to that tree to get a little bit more light on the tree. Otherwise, I would have to blow them up because the background, because of the tree, that building back there was totally blocked from the sun, and there was no light at all on that building. So what we did, we put, I think it was an AD200. Dan is holding an AD200. I have one light camera right here on them, and Danny is holding an AD200, kind of pointing towards the tree and the building to light the building a little bit more. If you look close, you can see a little bit of it over here. I don't know, can you guys see my selections here? Over here, you can see a little bit of it, right? Over here, you can see a little bit of the light, probably around here too. That doesn't bother me, so I left it there, just for us to get more light, because if I try to bump my ISO, I would blow them out. So, and we don't want that, right? And here you go. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. Yeah, that's Duke Chapel, Jeff. Yeah, there's Duke Chapel. If you guys have any questions about it, just let me know. Okay, but as you can see, I mean, this was even unfair because this couple was very, very, very easy to work with because, like I said, he is a very funny guy, and we just clicked and we just kept moving throughout the shoot, and I didn't have to do a whole lot of posing with them. But as you can see, in every single pose that I showed you, in every single pose, we are close. They are close together. They are connected. They're touching each other. See over here? They are touching each other. I always pay attention to these details. Put your hand on him. Put your hand on her. I'm always doing that. Closeness and touch. See how close they are. Johnny, no YouTube, brother. Guys, if you are on YouTube, on Instagram, head over YouTube. YouTube.com, Clay Souza Official. I'm sharing my image and doing the live over YouTube, okay? Waiting to see you there. Come on, let's go. Move over. Okay, all right. Then now we go into another couple. Let's go to another couple here. Where is it? There's another one that I want to show before this one. I show all of this. I don't know what happened. I lost my... Yeah, I showed all of this. I can close all of this. There is this one here. There's another one. that I want to show. Somehow it vanished. It's not here. I'll find it. So this one here, a little bit, this one is a little bit more challenging because there was an older couple and really not into, you know, posing and that type of stuff. So I had to direct them all the time. But if you remember from the webinar, when you talk about posing females, we talked about what? We talked about creating curves, right? We talked about creating curves. So watch, she has one curve here. Oops. Switch color here because it's red. We have one curve here, another curve here, which leads where? Right into her face. This leads right into her face. Right here. Right? So using her body, her curves, to create a leading line into her. This is the very same principle. The only thing that's different here from what I taught you on the webinar on Monday was that she is facing the camera, which is fine for that pose now. Okay? Every time that we need to favor somebody in lighting, we always want to favor the woman because women have the buying power. The guy may like the image as much as he wants, but women has the final say. We're going to buy this one, not going to buy that one that you liked. Okay. Hey Jenny, we are on Instagram, on YouTube. Head over there, Jenny. The link is on the pinned comment there. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. Okay, head over there. We're sharing images. I'm talking about the image and the posing techniques that I use there. And here, as you can see in this image, she is keeping the same principles of posing females, creating curves, creating shapes. Why do I keep talking about triangles? Let me see if I can increase the size of that line. That's my line too. Yeah. Let me increase the size of that line, the width of that line. Iceland Palm Studio. We are on YouTube. Head over there, man. The link is pinned here in the comment. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. I'm sharing some image there, and I'm showing. I'm comment on the image and giving posing tips. So head over there. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. Okay. So, like I said, we're still keeping the same principles of posing females. We're creating curves. We create the leading line over here. All right. So she has a profile to him. And like I said, guys are very much easier to pose. You don't need to worry about curves, creating curves, anything. He's just standing there looking at her. But the biggest part of this image is probably the composition. If you look at the composition, so here we have a rule of thirds here, right? Let's put this grid here. Look where they are. They're almost in the right spot. The right spot for them would be around here or around here. But they're pretty much on the line of the rule of thirds, right? Now we're using posing females, composition, everything together to create the image. And also, it's more of an environmental portrait. You can see the big tree. And then we shot the image. We shot it. Cool. And then what we do? We do a close-up. We do a close-up of the image. They're already lit. They're already on the location. They're already there. So now, as we pull the image at 200, look how that tree, the compression, the tree gets way closer to them than it was over here, right? And then I'm shooting a little bit to get a little bit on a lower slant to get a little bit more of the tree, the flowers in the background. And now we have that nice close-up of them. Same pose, same lighting, not changing, not moving a whole lot of stuff to make it fast for them. Okay, so when you're shooting, guys, we need to start looking at this as a, how can I optimize the scene the most? How can I quote unquote milk the scene the most that I can? This is what I do. That's why, because when on my IPS model, I I give them a number of images, a small number of images, and I bring them to do the IPS, and I want to show them a whole lot. I want to show them 89 to 100 images to the point where when they come to pick the 5 images that's included on the session fee, they go say, I can't, there's so many great images there, I can't pick 5. And then you sell all of the images. So you're always trying to upsell. But if you shoot 20 images, if you show them 20 images, they will pick 5 out of 20, but they will not pick 5 out of 100. And if they do, something went wrong with the shoot. They shouldn't be able to pick 5 out of 100. If you shoot 100 images, if they can nail the 5 ones that they like, something went wrong. Just saying. Does that make sense, guys? You guys are awfully quiet tonight. Do you guys have any questions? No question? Nothing? Let me know if you have questions, okay? I will keep move on and we'll come back here to the chat to see if I have any, we have any more questions. All right, I lost what I had here. I had more images here. It's saying that I have one collection. Oh, there you go. I have it. It's right here. This is another couple that we're going to shoot the wedding. I think in May. Is it May? No, it's September. September. So I want to talk a little bit more about this couple, but this is pretty much how we started, right? We start that way. Easy. Bay Wilson, how are you? Welcome. We are on YouTube, man. So if you want to join over there, the link is here on the pinned comment. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. Head over there. We're showing some images and we're commenting the images and talking about it. If you want to see the images, head over YouTube. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. The link is here on the pinned comment. So this couple, remember what I talked about? If you were in the webinar yesterday, on Monday, you saw what I talked here on the beginning of this live. What creates couples? You always want to show connection, and what creates connection? It is proximity and touching, right? And you can see they are touching here, they're touching here, they close together here, they're touching here. The more place they touch, the better it is, the more connection you are creating. And then we start walking around. Let me see if I'm ready to do this. Yes. Then we do this. This is another idea of posing, right? You can see she's a little bit sideways to the camera, but we keep the same idea of connections. Look, they touching here. Right? Whew, that's not showing anything. Hold on a second. Spoke. Let's put a 10. So there's touch there. There's touch here. Right? We touch in there. There's touch here on the hand. And also the body. See how the body is really close. All right? So we trying to create as many points of touch as we can. Vivek, we are on YouTube tonight, man. Head over there if you want to. We have images here. We're showing images. The link is on the pinned comment there, youtube.com/Clay Souza Official. Head over there and let's look at some images together. So all of this is what we're creating. We're creating as many touching points as we can to make it create that connection. And then one thing that bothered me on this image, it's a big pet peeve of mine, is this, the white on the eye. If you look over here on her, that's not going to work. If you look at her eye, let me zoom in. There you go. If you look at her eye, you see, for me, there's a lot of white on the eye there. But how am I going to do this, right? So then the next one, what we did, we get her to close her eyes a little bit, right? This is pretty much done like I asked him to whisper something in her ear, and I wait for the reaction, and then becomes the reaction, and then we shoot that reaction. But watch this. We still creating the curves that we talked about, right? We're still creating curves here, here. We're keeping them connected. We keep them connected, touching all the time, right? Watch. Right here. Right here. Look how many points of connections we have. Okay? This is important. This, we want to show closeness. We want to especially engaged couple. They're just about to get married. Especially engaged couples. Right? So, and then towards the end, we always try to do, oh, this is one that I wanted to show because I want to talk about this one a little bit more. So, like I said, I'm shooting through flowers that I found there. This is a beautiful garden with flowers all over. I'm shooting through the flowers, right? This location here, let me see. It's really, really close to that one. It's like just a few feet. It was just like a little walk, and we got back there, and I shot in another direction, and I saw those flowers. I said, I'm going to shoot through the flowers, because now we're creating a kind of quote-unquote a 3D type of image, right? We have the foreground here that is out of focus, right? We have this mid-ground here that's also a little bit out of focus. We have them in focus, and we have the entire background here that's out of focus. So this is, like I mentioned the webinar that I did on Monday, I mentioned like the light layering. This is how I layer my composition. This is how I take advantage of the elements that are in there to create some framing, to create some interest, and to do all of that without having to move too much. Krishna, we are on YouTube tonight. So if you look at the pinned comment here, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official, /Clay Souza Official. Just head over there. We look at image, and I'm commenting on how I posed it. Okay, so always look for some element. I'm 100% sure everywhere you go, you're going to find some elements you can shoot through. You can improve your composition. That's how you improve your composition. And on the posing side, I want to mention something here that I do sometimes. Is the hand over here. The hand over there. The hand over there, guys, you got to be very, very careful with that hand. The only reason the hand works over there is because they're looking at the camera and smiling. Imagine if they were looking at each other and not smiling. If they're serious, looking at each other, not smiling. That hand would look like she was pushing him away, right? If they were looking at each other and not smiling, they would look like she's pushing him away. You got to be very careful when you put the hand on the chest like that. There's got to be some interaction with the camera that is going to show, okay, she's not mad at him, he's not a creep, and so it's just the way she positioned her hand. Okay, this is directed. Also, another thing that I want to call your attention to is her leg. We have one here, and one here. You see, she's posed exactly like I explained to you on the webinar. So she is creating the curves, her hips away from the camera, all right? And she's creating the leg, the way the leg's posed there, it creates some movement. If she had her leg straight like she has the back leg, that would look a lot like too stiff for women. All right, but honestly, be careful. Watch out for this hand over here. This only works if they're looking at the camera and smiling. If they're looking at each other and serious, it's going to look like she's pushing him away. And we don't want that, right? Any comments? No comments. All right, just a okay. And this is like towards the end of the session. I like doing those fun shots. So this is I'm playing with depth of field. I'm not wide open, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see him there. And what she's holding here, she is holding the date of the wedding day. I always ask people if they have props, and she said, yeah, I do. I have some cards that I want to bring, because apparently they play a lot of those card games, and it's a big thing on their routine. So it's like 5, 29, 22. So she did that, and I said, why don't you? I did one of them together there, and I said, but this is that mindset that I talked to you on Monday, to be different, to be unique, to make your photography desirable. I put them together without touching faces and everything, blah, 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 and I shot the image, and I look at it, it looks nice, but this is what everybody would do. What can I do that's different? And I just told him, go behind the bush there for me and just celebrate, because you got the girl and you're extremely happy. And he like, yay! And I have the right amount of depth of field there, that you can see a little bit of him blurred, celebrating, and you can see her smiling, holding the camera, holding the cards. All right, this is a little bit fun that I like doing. I do this on weddings, I do this on engagements, and all that stuff. All right, another thing that we do also a lot, because you're always thinking about the sale, is, let me go back to Brianna. Where's Brianna? Brianna Jabril. Yeah. So we always try to create a big more epic image where you can sell the big wall art, right? So we're shooting, and then it had just started raining at that point, but it didn't rain a whole lot, just like started and stopped. So we lit them from behind, and we shot there. We tried to get the rain shot. We didn't get a whole lot of rain there, but we still can see a little bit of the drops in there. I don't know if you can see from your screen, but we have that beautiful blue sky there. That's one thing that we try to do on every time that we shoot, because this generates us big sales of big wall art, right? And this session was really, really, really amazing, because the garden that we picked, so we also create those ones, the big ones, right? Where she is, they're playing a little bit like that. See the framing here, so I'm posing them. This is I'm directing them, I'm showing them. I grab Danny and I show them how to do it, and then we do that, right? So I want that framing right there. And then we get them to the other side to do that, and then try it again. We did it a few times, and then get close together, because that's the right opportunity there, okay? And sometimes you get them kissing, sometimes you get them, just looking at each other like that. But I want to show this, because this was a perfect example of how to take advantage of the scene, right? Shooting through the flowers. This was at the Rose Garden in Raleigh, shooting through the flowers. Okay, look at that picture. I love that picture. What do you guys think? No comments. All right. Cool. So we shot that, and then we walked around a little bit, because there was a lot of. Did I close Photoshop? No, I did not. You can see anything? Oh, it's black now. Oh, it's probably not. How about now? Can you see it now? Oh, it's black. You guys don't tell me. Let me stop sharing. Let me start sharing again. Oh, I know why. I know why. I'm sorry. My bad. Share. Share screen. Because I changed the screen. Window. Let me share Photoshop one. All right. So open with Photoshop. This one here that I'm showing. Can you see it now? Sorry about that, guys. I was sharing my Photoshop screen and then I switched the screen to the other one. How about now? Can you see it now? You should be able to see it now. Let me know. Nothing? Okay, cool. Now you can see it. See, you're shooting through the flowers. Just pose them there. We shoot through the flowers. Okay, so we shoot different angles, and then I saw the flowers. Let's shoot through the flowers. Okay, and then let me see what else I have here. I want to show this because this had so many beautiful. There you go. So many beautiful opportunities to shoot. Same idea, guys. Same idea. Close together, looking at each other, really, really looking at each other, using the flowers as to frame them in there. But you see, they are close together, looking at each other. It's all about connection and touching each other all the time. All about creating connections. And get them to walk a little bit also. Get them walking a little bit and talking, right? This is the walking shot that I do almost everywhere I go. Everywhere I shoot, I always do a walking shot, taking advantage of the yellow flowers in the background, taking advantage of the two flower beds to frame them, and just keep them walking. When they get to that, I usually pick a spot. When they get to that spot, I start shooting, because that's when we get, and just talk to them. Don't look at the camera, look at each other, keep talking. Alex, we are on YouTube. My hands are YouTube. YouTube.com/Clay Souza Official. So get them talking, framing them with the flowers, keeping your eye locked on them first. They are well lit. Both of them are well lit. In this case here, the flash is camera right, because I knew she was going to look to her left, which would be the camera right. And we are, like I said, if I have to pick one, if I'm in a tough lighting situation, if I need to pick one, I always favor the women to have the better lighting, because they have buying power. Okay. So what else I have here? Let me see. So another one shooting through the flowers also, right here. Shooting through the flowers over there with them. See, they're just talking, they're just having a conversation. This, a lot of posing couples, guys, is about understanding, really understanding what the couples are. If you're not there, how are they? Are they more shy? Are they playful? Are they? And it's your job to make them comfortable enough so they can really show their nature when you're shooting. That's how you say, just go there and talk to each other. I'm going to keep shooting here, and he's talking to her. He's, caressing her hair and all of that good stuff. And then then we get into a little bit more pose. Let me show this one too. But as you can see, very same location. You don't need to go to 5, 6 different locations. That is crazy. We gotta stop this nonsense, right? Almost kiss is always better than a kiss. This is what I think. Always kiss is always better than the kiss, right? So let me see what else we have here from this couple, because this was a really, really good uh, session. Changing angles a little bit. Same thing, but just changing angles. So I'm actually here, guys. I'm on this very same spot. Very same spot. I just found like one place where I could be a little bit higher and with a different background. I just moved a few steps to the side and I saw the bench. I said, okay, I'm going to go out the bench and shoot in different angle. You see, it's a very totally different background, but the very same location. Very same location. We didn't walk. I mean, this was a huge park. We didn't walk a whole lot. We didn't do a whole lot of walking because everything was closed. There was flowers all over. I could do everything that I wanted to do with them all over. And at the end, let me close with these ones here. Hold on, let me find them. Towards the end, I started doing something more fun with them because you get into the end, and I said, you know, why don't you just chase her? She's like, what? I said, yeah, get your shoes off. Get your shoes off and run. And she's like, all right, let's go and run. And I told her, no, you're going to chase her. And this is what we get. He's like, oh my God, we're going to get you, we're going to get you. And she looked back and I'm shooting. And I'm shooting through the moments. I'm not stopping them. I'm not posing them. I'm not, you know, really not doing anything. I'm just like telling them, just run towards me. And they run towards me and I just keep shooting. Right? It's out there, guys. It's out there. If I use Flash, I do use Flash. Flash photography is what we are all about, Gisela. Yes, Flash photography. This is what makes the difference in my photography. I have the three pillars to an amazing photography, which is lighting, composition, and posing. Actually, just so you know, we just launched our very first online training, the 3 steps to an amazing and desirable photography, beyond ordinary, where I grab your hand in hand with you and teach you how to do lighting, how to do composition, and how to do posing. In fact, the course is open, and if you are interested in looking at it, if you're interested in looking at it, here's the link. ClaySouzaOfficial.com Beyond Ordinary. The links where you can, if you're interested, you can look at the course. It's right now until tonight, 11:59. You have 50% off, and you're going to get like 10 modules on lighting, composition, and posing. There's a lot of stuff in posing there. I mean, the biggest part of it is lighting. We teach you everything about using Flash. And it's right now 50% off, $497. You get all the modules. You get bonus classes that are inside the course, and you also get 1 hour with me on mentoring with me on in-person sales, IPS. I'm going to teach you how to sell your photography. Okay, and you have like 30-day money-back warranty. If you open it, if you don't like it, if you don't think it's for you, just return, and with no questions asked, return your money. How many lights? I'm a one light type of guy. I hardly ever use more than one light. Of course, all depends on the situation. Depending on where you are, depending on what you're doing, you're gonna use more lights. But if I'm a wedding photographer, so if it's I'm going to say something, but I'm doing something else here. So depending on the situation, yes, we do multiple lights, but most of the time I'm shooting one light setup because, like I said, I'm a wedding photographer and I don't have on a wedding day we don't have time to create multiple light setup. For instance, this image here. Let me share this with you. Believe it or not, where is my screen? Share. So right there, photo shoot that we did in Washington, D.C., one light setup, one light camera left, right there. Just tossing the dress, rule of thirds there to create that impact with the dress, and there it is. Love, love, love these couples photos. I hate to see couples photo where couples look like they are in the friend zone. Absolute no connection at all. Thanks for sharing the amazing photo. Yeah, Kara, it's, I mean, if you guys were expecting me to go here and say, oh, this is pose number 1, this is pose number 2, this is pose number 3, you know, at this point now you should know that's not what I do, because that's how you guys got in trouble with posing. You try to memorize poses and that never works. It never works. What you want to do is to understand what makes a good pose, and I gave you everything about posing couples here, right? It's not, you can see it's not that complicated. And also a little bit about composition also, right? So let me see if I can look at that one also, right? When you look at composition, see, taking advantage of the reflection that is there. But you see, we still have curves. Look at her arm. That's closer to the camera, right? We still have curves. We're still showing, making shapes. We're making a triangle over there. What else I have from this shot? Let's see. Right there. Is it showing? Look at this one also, right? We create movement with the dress. There is a friend of mine who tossed the dress for me, right? We're creating a triangle over here, leading line right into her face over here, but watch her hand. Remember, I said in the webinar, never show the front, never show the back, the side of the hand. It's right there. All right. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot of rules when you're posing. Key to posing couples is, I'm going to say this again, I know I said that a few times, create connections. And what creates connections is closeness and touch. Get them touching each other, and have fun. Try to have fun with them. Not every couple is going to be fun, but it's just what it is. If they're not fun, you have to pose throughout the entire thing. You just need to make it, looks like it's not posed. That's all you need to do. Because if you're rigid when they're posing, and guys, don't go for perfection. Go, in this case of posing, if you get a couple that's really like, really like stiff, they don't go for perfection. You're never going to get perfection. You're going to keep tweaking. You're going to waste time, end up with just a few shots, and they're going to be frustrated because they're going to feel like they can't get it, or I don't get it right. She keeps changing. I can't get it right. And this is what you don't want. Okay? If have that conversation with them. I have this conversation with every single couple that I shoot, right? How are you guys as a couple? You guys more like cute together, more fun, more reserved, and right from the get-go, you know what you're up to, because they're going to tell you, oh no, we are really, really fun together. We are really fun together, or we are more shy, we are more reserved, and then you know how much you have to pose and how much you can let them go. And a lot of times in the beginning, I start posing until they warm up to me, and then I start letting them go. Kind of, I put them in a position, get them posing, and then I go talk to each other. Go there, just keep talking to each other, And if they're talking to each other, if nothing's moving, there's no hands moving, I ask him to touch her hair, to play with her hair a little bit. I ask her to play with his collar a little bit, that type of stuff, and you shoot through. It's really not that complicated. As long as you not memorize these damn poses, because you're going to forget it. You're probably in that same, you're here because you're probably in that same spot right now, right? You're trying to memorize poses and you can't remember them. You can't, right? So I think, Jesus, there's 9:20 already. I think that's all I have for tonight, guys. What did you guys think? Was this helpful to you? I need to know, because you guys need to give me some feedback on this thing, because it's hard to know if I'm reaching to you, if I'm getting to you, if you understand what I'm saying, because I keep throwing all of this information there and I don't really know, because I don't have feedback. So let me know if this is useful to you, if you want me to keep doing this like I did tonight, if this is helpful or not. We find another format. Let me know. Write down here in the comments. I'm going to wait for the comments to see if we are in the right direction, because I think this is a very good format for us to do these lives. But if it's not reaching to you, there's no point, right? Because this is all about you. It's not about me. Good. Mark likes it. Kara likes it. All right, cool. Right. Awesome. Well, I think that's all I have for tonight. I hope this was useful. I hope you guys learned a few techniques here and there and going to go out and apply for it. And one more time, if you are interested in our training, we just opened up our first training group on Monday. Carla, no, don't stop. We just launched our first training, and the training contains a class on flash, on lighting. I call it the Beyond Ordinary, 3 steps to an amazing and desirable photography. Because your photography can be amazing, but if it's not desirable, nobody's going to buy it. So the only way to make it desirable is to make it amazing, different, and unique. And if you're interested in the course, I'm putting the link right here. Tonight, the special ends tonight. We're doing 50% off. Okay, so for $497, that's 50% off the regular price, which is $997. $497, you get 10 modules of classes in lighting, composition, and posing, and also you get 1 hour mentoring with me on IPS, in-person sales. I'm going to take you behind the scenes how I do in-person sales, consultation and in-person sales. We need to get you guys selling. This is a very incredible price on this training, because I'm 100% sure on your first gig you're going to pay for the training. And also remember, this is online, guys. You guys are going to have this forever. You can watch on your phone, you can watch on your computer, laptop, tablet. The platform accommodates any format, and you can watch it for the rest of your lives. It's going to be there forever, so you can take with you wherever you go. Okay, so there's like lectures, but a lot of shooting, a lot of classes where I'm out with the camera filming, and Danny, my wife, as a model, and we're shooting, and I'm talking through how I'm shooting. I'm talking through my point of view, why I'm doing this way. You're going to see where you're going to go, and I'm not shooting on the golden hour with a beautiful dresses and headsets, anything like that. We're shooting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, worst case scenario for lighting. But this is what I want, because my goal is to bring to you on this training, is to bring to you real life situations, life that I encounter, challenge that I encounter, and every wedding that I photograph, every couple that I photograph, we always encounter some type of challenge. And I thought about all of them, and I put them all together on this training. $497. You get all the training, bonus classes that I create inside the training with lighting techniques that I'm the only one using it because I create those lighting techniques. You're going to learn how to pose, what makes a good pose, not really pose number one, pose number two. It's not posing cards. There are three classes on posing females, 2 classes on posing males standing up, posing males sitting down, class on posing families, and class on posing, 2 classes on posing families, and 2 classes in posing couples. And you're also going to get a training on composition and framing. I open an image and I explain to you why did I pose this model here, what are the components that you should be looking for, what you should be aware of when you're posing, because my whole thing is not really to teach you how to do it. I want to teach you how to do it, but I want to teach you whys, because I think once you understand the why, you can repeat that all the time. And two nice things about this method that I created. One is it works outdoors and works indoors. Both ways is going to work the same way. It's repeatable. It's repeatable techniques, right? So the training is repeatable techniques. So if you are interested in checking it out, remember you have 30-day money-back warranty. If you open the course and if you don't like it, just send me an email. I will return your money. You have nothing to lose. I'm so committed to this. I'm so sure that this is going to change your photography. It's going to make your photography. If you go through the course, if you go through the classes, if you practice, I'm 100% sure it's going to change your photography. Because this is what happened to me. I was ready to quit. And then I started studying, went back to the drawing board, tried to figure out what was going wrong with my photography, why I wasn't selling, and then I figured out this method, which I'm showing you. I'm not hiding anything. I'm showing you every single thing. And besides, you have 30-day money-back warranty. If you open it, if you don't like, if you don't think it's not for you, you don't like the color of my glasses, you don't like my accent, you don't like the clothes that I'm wearing, fine, just let me know. I will give you all your money back. I'm putting the link here right now on the chat. If you guys are interested in it, just check. And for my folks who are on Instagram, the link is in the bio for my training. Just grab it, because tonight at midnight the price goes back to $997. So tonight is the last chance. You still have some time. It's 9:26. You still have some time to check it out and make a commitment, make an investment in your future, in your photography, because I know the struggle is real. All right. Once I develop this method, I start shooting this way. I've been booked since 2020, booked all year round. 2022, we're in March of 2022. I'm already fully booked for this year and half booked for next year, just because I changed my photography. I made it beyond ordinary. I made it unique. I made it attractive, amazing, and desirable. All right. I think that's all I have to say tonight. Thank you so much for staying this long. Thank you so much to all of you. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Tomorrow is Thursday. I'm going to throw a live tomorrow also on Instagram. If you guys are up to it, I'm going to throw a live and we can have a chat. It's just like, laid back chat. So where we can talk a little bit, chat, and answer questions if you have questions. And that's it. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for being here. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.